What's up, everybody from Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you're watching this from? My name is Pedro Ordonez, and I'd like to welcome you all to a brand new video. Now, today we are going to be talking It, directed by Andy Muschietti, if I'm pronouncing his name right, and starring Bill Skarsgård as It, as Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Now, I saw this movie the other day. I saw it pretty late. I saw it like a few weeks late. I think I saw it like 3 weeks late. Everybody kept telling me how amazing this movie was, and like, I feel like they kind of overhyped it for me for a little bit. But when I went into the movie, I was super excited for this movie because when I saw the trailers looked great, and I thought the little small clips that they were putting out on YouTube were amazing. I was like, Bill Skarsgård is amazing as Pennywise. Cannot wait to see this movie. So I went to go and finally see it. I saw it a few days ago, and now I'm here to give you guys my thoughts. And I'll tell you this right now, I thought this movie was great. I had such a good time with this movie. Now, I will put this out there. It is definitely, advertised as a scary movie, which it definitely can be at times. It definitely can be scary and a little unnerving. It's definitely, it has the scary aspect going for it. But for me personally, I wasn't scared pretty much throughout the movie. Now, that's not me trying to be like, I can't be scared. I don't get scared of movies. No, I genuinely get terrified of movies. One of the movies that haunted me for a while was Conjuring. The Conjuring, that when I saw that movie in theaters, that movie fucked me up mentally. And I love getting scared. The best thing I feel like going into a horror movie is to get scared. So I was hoping this movie would scare me, but I just came out of the movie not fazed at all. Like, there were a few jump scares here and there, but most of the time I saw them coming. I was like, okay, I already know what's gonna happen right here. As soon as this thing happens, this is what's gonna happen. So I was expecting a lot of the jump scares and a lot of the horror in the movie. So it was kind of predictable, but regardless of that, the cast in this movie, you have Finn Wolfhard, who recently was just in Stranger Things, which I can't wait for season 2 for that. At first, I thought his character, I thought was a little bit obnoxious, but overall, I grew to love his character. Everybody else, the charisma, the character development in this movie was just brilliant because you're sticking with these characters from beginning to end. This movie is about these kids and, having to deal with the things that scare them the most, and that's what Pennywise, that's his whole thing. He uses your biggest fears against you in order for him to get you in his grasp. And that's not a spoiler. That's a thing that's known about this character. That's pretty much what is the essence of this movie. There were a certain character in this movie, which is the biggest gripe I have about it, is that there were a lot of over exaggeration with certain characters and certain aspects. I'm like, okay, this is a little bit over the top. I feel like you need to step back a little bit. And I had this conversation with my friend Zach on the phone. He was like, yeah, but these okay, there's this bully in this movie, right? And he's supposed to be that, that class A bully, that you would see a long time ago. And this is before internet. So, physical bullying was a bigger thing than what we have now, which is cyberbullying. So, and I'm like, I understand that concept, but this is pushing it. I have never actually I can't say from experience because I've been bullied growing up, but the way these kids bully kids in this movie, I felt like was a little over the top, and I was just like, this, what the hell is going on? So that just kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, okay, this is going a little bit too over the top. And he and my friend Zach was like, yeah, but that's how he's in the book. He's supposed to be crazy. I was like, well, I haven't read the book, and I didn't watch the old Tim Curry version of It. So I don't know how these characters are actually supposed to be. But if you look at it from our perspective now in the modern day and age, it's just that just seems a little crazy. And it's like, yeah, but that character's supposed to be crazy. I was like, really? That crazy? I don't know. I guess there is it's definitely justified in the movie. I won't say justified because there's no reason to ever bully anybody. There's a reason behind why these characters act the way they do. And I'm like, whatever, I'll let it slide because I really enjoyed this movie. The characters, they work definitely well off of each other. And one little minor thing about the movie, not a huge problem, but I felt like it could have been better, is the length of the movie. Now, the movie is 2 hours and 15 minutes long from what I remember on the website for my theater. And I was like, okay, that doesn't seem that bad. But in the movie, when you're watching it, there's a certain point in the movie where it's like, oh, okay, all right, so this is where it's probably going to end. No, there's still like 30 minutes of the movie left. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we're still going with this. Okay. I just felt like, you know, it came to a point where it's like, okay, this was going to be the end, but it wasn't. So I think it was just a bit of a pacing issue. But overall, after a while, I was just like, whatever, man. I love these characters, so I was willing to deal with the fact however long this movie was. I just felt like it could have been like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes short. It could have been just a straight 2-hour movie. I feel like scraping 15 minutes off the movie's runtime would have been perfect. But overall, I had a great time with this movie. You guys definitely should check it out. Guys, my name is Pedro Ordonez with PNZ Media, and I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Definitely check out the movie It. Remember to subscribe, comment, like, thumbs up. Do whatever you guys can to support this channel, and I will see you guys in my next review. Peace out.